Hello, Taurus, and welcome to 1111 Tarot. This is your February 2021 reading. Let's do a little jog over here. This is the 1111 Wheel of Life board that I use for my spread. It entwines everything from astrology to tarot, numerology, as well as it's got our earth, wind, fire, and water signs involved, as well as our medicine wheel from our ancestors. So if you're interested in this board, one like it, I am accepting pre-orders, and the first print is coming out between Valentine's Day and the 1st of March. So just all the information's in the box below. All right, Taurus, are you excited? I'm excited. Let's get rolling. Now I want to tell you something. These have been some deep messages. It started with the wolf moon. And all my decks have been pre-shuffled, premeditated, and pre-smudged. I just cut them to get your energy involved. Explorer, Taurus. It's all about your compass. And look, we're pointing right to our north node on the 1111 Wheel of Life. And that's what we've got here. And then that's your all-seeing eye. This is higher understanding of the bigger picture and how it affects things in the long run rather than just self-perpetuation. It really looks at the bigger picture for all those involved. And it also has connect with the heart. And that's your south node. So we're going to have to pay close attention to what falls into these two places. And that's going to tell us a lot more. But the explorer does seem to mean that you are to connect your heart with the bigger picture and to make sure that you stay aligned, right? Now, this was from the deck of Threads of Fate, which is a wonderful deck. I just love it. All right, my lovelies, let's go ahead and get into the tarot, right? This is the good tarot. Here we go. Let's go ahead. I can't talk today. Mars retrograde, East, air sign, and it is where the sun rises. It's where new ideas happen. It's at the beginning. And so this is all about mind and concept, and it's in the spring of the ideas. So this is where, telepathy between the 5D and us. Collective is speaking on a whole, as well as where our ideas stem from, our thoughts and our dreams. And here we go. So this is the ethereal world, if you would, 8 of air. So overall, Taurus, I do feel that there is something that is weighing you down, but you're letting it go slowly, like that's what the feathers are about, because she's losing feathers. It's like she's preening herself a little bit, shaking loose the feathers. Molting, if you will. Like a bird molts. Yeah, interesting. When a bird molts, it actually goes through a shedding of the furs, kind of like a snake would shed its skin, and it comes out looking more beautiful than ever before. So I do feel like you're in a cocoon stasis right now, Taurus. Let's go over here to your south node. It's all about your earth realm. Yeah, there it is. Look at the feathers, right? And it's 8 of Swords right to the 10 of Swords. 9 of Swords is where you can't sleep at night. You're just like, yep, I knew it was going to happen. Let's skip the can't sleep at night. Let's get done with this cycle. It is a 10 of air, which is like a 10 of Swords. It's deep, deep pain. It's overkill. And it's also the closing of a cycle. It's a 10. When you reduce a 10, it comes to 1. So I call it a 10 to 1. And when you look at this explorer, the south node is the heart. And we have this 10 of air, which is basically in the Rider-Waite deck, it's all 10 swords in the back and all the way down through all the chakras, right? It's a shock to the entire system. So this is what we are recovering from, okay? Which is good news because we don't want to be stuck in this here. No. we want to move forward. And I can see great progression, and I can see the divine is working with you and keeping you on the right path as we head to our North Node. Let's see what our ancestors have. This is in the West. It's all about our fire sign. And what do they have to bring into this from the collective? 6 of air. So it's all air, which is communication, right? It's about cutting out what doesn't serve you. It's clarity. It's understanding. It's being able to see forward. So you've gone from the 8 to a 10 to a 6. So we have 24 on the board already when you add it up. 14 and 10, 24, reduced as a 6. This is definitely heartbreak. This is all about heartbreak. And so when you look at that, you have another 6 here with 6 of air. This is about moving into a much safer position mentally. So there is healing on the board. And I can see that here. It is being aligned. You are being guided. Let's head up into our North, our water, spiritual success. Now, I've never had, Taurus, I've never had all air on the board. So let's see what we've got. There it is, 7 of fire. All right. I mean, honestly, air and fire, what do you get? A bigger fire. So there is going to be something that is a unique position. You know, it's like when I see the saddle on this unicorn, it kind of breaks my heart. And I think you have to realize sometimes things are not meant to be. I do feel you will be victorious. I see a lot of fireflies around you, as well as these little fairies. But when you really look at this, who's going to ride a unicorn? I mean, isn't that taking away the purpose and the beauty of a unicorn? But hey, there are those that will try to settle it up. So I think this is missing a bullet. I know that sounds terrible, but I don't think you want to be saddled and rode, right? I think there's a lot more to this, and I think that there's a lesson to be had in our spiritual success that you are a unicorn, Taurus. You are unique. You are absolutely gifted, and that you meant more than to be saddled. Okay? So I do see that the ancestors are saying, you know, it was for a reason and maybe only a season, but it's time to move on. And it's time to allow the healing to come in, which you're doing. You're doing. So now let's go from the good tarot right into Whispers of Love Oracle cards. And I just want to get an energy check to see where you are in this cycle of healing and heartbreak. All right, my lovelies, here we are. Awaken. Archangel Gabriel, messenger of God, is blowing horns. There's like actual symbols in the clouds coming out of his horn. And look at that. That huge diamond. And the torch, the eternal torch. It's got a token face on it. So the torch looks like hair. At least that's what I'm being given. The red ribbon is of passion. There's a calling being had, Taurus. You're about to take a magical journey for your higher good. Yeah, this is what this, it's an airship. Okay, so however that resonates with you, there's travel. And it might be ethereal travel because this is on the ethereal side. Let's go ahead and see where you're headed in your cycle. Trust. Whoa. That's a crane. Or is it a swan? I think that's a crane. But it's with this beautiful angel, and underneath it says Pond Sparkle. And again, we have that fairy dust all over the place with these fairies. And that beautiful chakra glowing. Trust. Well, we have trust on the board here on the 1111 Wheel of Life board. So we're going to pay a close attention on that as well. Geez, Taurus, this is why I love this board. It works so beautiful. When it was given to me in one shot, a blueprint like this, I had no idea how intertwined this portal to work with the divine, because we do work with the divine right in the center of our spread. It's not us that we focus on. It's for our higher good, our higher self. It's source creator. And so that's why I believe that this board works so well as we co-create. Like we're co-creating this channel, you and I, right? Right from your living room. Every time you respond and you inspire me, I do more. And it's because we can honestly see we're co-creating and we're sharing messages that actually help people. So this pond sparkle has this like a crane bird or crane bird. And then we have all these feathers on this other deck. Feathers represent messages, right? They also represent a nest, because the nests are used, feathers are used in the little nest sometimes as bedding. So we have this awakened Archangel Gabriel, messenger of God, blowing the horns. We go right into trust. Okay? Pond sparkle reminds me of lotus. Like the lotus flower comes up from the dirt, the grime, the muck on the bottom, where you can't see anything. And then over time, it rises to the surface and it blooms this beautiful flower. And it floats like magic on the top surface of that still water. Yeah, it's quite a path. And that's what I get when I see pond sparkle. All right, my lovelies, it's time to dig a little bit further in the tarot. Let me adjust the camera. I want you to look how beautiful this is. We have this cross built where this crosses our path with the divine, with the 5D collective, as well as our ancestors, incorporating our highest good as well as what we're doing now, right? So let's get this deck. Forgive me, I don't know the name of this one. Here we go. All right, so we're going to clarify this 8 of air, Taurus. The explorer. Illumination, what do we have here? It's the 11th house. The 11th house is all about how others see you, your social media in a sense, your debut to society. And they are seeing you as justice in the upright. You are seen as someone that is going to receive what you deserve, that what you get is what you've earned. Oh, wow. And hold the phone. All right. Look. 11, and it's the 11. And where are we doing? 1111 tarot. And what board are we on? The 1111 board, Wheel of Life board. Wow. Happens almost every spread where we get 1111, which is all about manifesting. And that's what this wheel is we're manifesting with co-creating with the universe, right? Because you have here the center, and then you have this universe swirling around. Here we go. In clarity, we have Gemini. This is on the board as Gemini. 3rd house, it's all about communication. We're in Mercury retrograde. Knight of Wands. Yeah, clearly there's some inspiration. I feel as though it's the baby steps of some very in and out energy. I do feel that this has great potential. And I feel like it's starting off very passionate. Consistency is what's going to be required. And being that you have justice in the illumination, I do believe that this is aligned with your highest good. Okay? So you might have a gentle nudge by the universe to become much more consistent in this endeavor. All right, and I'm talking about love. So we knew that it was about love through the reading. And when you see this inconsistent energy, whether it's you or them, it's being shown to you in clarity that that is an issue. Right? It's being communicated to you because this is all about the 3rd house. Now, as we move into the 7th house, which is, You know, it's about relationships, one-on-one relationships. It's in Libra. It's also a Venus on the board. And wisdom, King of Cups. Somebody has very deep emotions. And it's in the wisdom that you know that, yes, it's deep emotions, but they're in control because this is not reliable. And that's what's just, right? I mean, I can't make it up. The board spells it out for you. We're going to pull this back. And Taurus, take a minute. It's so easy to read this. I mean, you don't even need to know tarot. But if you do want to know how to read tarot, I uploaded 5 videos. Check the box below this video, and you can learn tarot all by yourself with me, and then come back and read tarot with me as I do this. So in Illumination, you have made a just decision. This is all about justice. It's the scales are balanced, the swords upright, complete clarity, and it happens to be, again, an 11, right? We're over here at the Knight of Wands, which is a 12, okay? In this Knight of Wands, in clarity, we have inconsistent energy, a lot about the phallic membrane, right? And then we have this wisdom, and his cup is empty. He's not going to hand his cup over. See how solid he is, no matter how in and out and how wild the waves get? Because this King of Cups is solid on his own. And that's mastery. It's self-mastery of emotion. It really is beautiful. Which means that you're handling this very well. Look, you go from the 8 of air where you're like, oh, damn. And now we're down here, we're like, well, it is what it is. And let's move on, right? Incredible energy here, Taurus. Major growth. We're going to qualify this 10 of air. And we're going to come over here. It's about love, trust, and our growth. And let's go ahead and see what our 10th house has to offer. It's about our life path, right? And in love, we had toxicity. And this is basically either the person had addictions, it's attachments. It can be a family member. It doesn't have to be bad. It can be somebody that you will sacrifice your own well-being for. So it's codependency in a sense. And it's in love and it's life path. So this is going to have to be cleaned. And that's what you're doing. And you see how this toxicity led to heartbreak. And that's why it's toxic. Because it's an imbalance, if you will. Wow. Okay, we're going to trust. Taurus, this is your energy here on the board. It's all about this house, the second house, about your personal finances, your concept of value. It's in Venus, house of love, right? Ace of Pentacles. Trust. Remember, we were going to refer back to trust here. And we were going to see how that aligned with this pond sparkle. And what I see is a crane and this angel holding this divine ball of light. Now look, we're in trust. This is why this board works so good. See? And now we know that we're talking about that trust spot. And look, we've got much more clarification what she was really holding. Is this gift from the universe is being given to you. See, the angel's giving it, and then the hand comes out. And it's a new portal. And yeah, you can see the mountain. It's going to be a big deal. You got to get to the top. And, you know, when you see that, the guy on the top of the mountain, he wasn't dropped off there. He worked his butt off to get to the top of the mountain. So this indeed is going to be a challenge. But hey, Taurus, it's worth it because look at that beautiful start to the 10 of Pentacles, right? So I find this just an exquisite reading. You're healing, you're focusing, you're going to be doing some clearing. Right? Let's see what your growth shows us. This is your 6th house. It's about your personal health, whether it's your mental health, emotional health, or physical health. Yeah, you're in healing mode. You've gone within as the Hermit. It's a 9, and you have a 1. So together, that is a 10. I kind of feel like you're closing a cycle on this narcissistic abuse cycle, I almost felt like saying. So that's for some of you, not all. Others, I feel like it could be that you just seem to not be able to break the link, the chain. And that's coming to an end because we have the end right here, the 10. And then when you look at this 10, you can see how it's handled. You've went within for your inner guidance to seek like your inner knowledge, which comes from higher self and source, right? And that's in your growth. You can't get a better card than that. It's Virgo energy, and it's in Virgo. So you might have Virgo in your chart, which could be your rising or your sun. But you also have this in trust. So you can trust that the divine is answering your request with this solid, stable, beautiful beginning. And it's all going to come upon on this journey, whether it's in the ethereal or you're really taking a trip somehow. This is a very unique trip. And I feel like this other past event that hurt so bad is not allowed to happen by the divine in protection, because it was going to saddle you and not allow you to fly. Unicorns can fly magically without wings. And I see this ship flying, and it shouldn't be able to. So I see that as a semblance of commingling the message. Let's move up here. We're going to qualify the 6 of air, this beautiful trip we're about to take. I can't wait, because look, we've got these seagulls all over. And yes, I have Taurus in my chart. I have almost everything in my chart. And that's something you need to know, is what's in your chart in certain specific positions. So that might be something we start looking into, getting into class, right, Taurus? Okay, so 6 of air, and we've got these seagulls, right? Let's move up here. I'm going to adjust the camera. All right, there we go. And we're headed to the material physical realm. We're going to talk about this introspection here. 9th house of philosophy. There it is. There's your trip. Whether you're gonna, it's the Fool. I mean, it's all about taking this leap of faith. It's in your introspection. House of philosophy. House of your higher education. It's your travel. And look at you. You might actually be physically moving, because this is a new beginning in the physical realm. You have a new beginning coming up here. We're clarifying this. And what do we get on this trip, this moving to calmer ground? You know, moving where it's much better for you. This new beginning being manifested. Taurus, this is incredible. In your dream, this is all about your 5th house, your eternal child, your creativity, how you see yourself, right? Whoa, the Lovers. Taurus, I think this new beginning is a choice that you're going to have to make, because I think you have a new love beginning. The Fool tells me it's a new beginning. This is a new person, Taurus. This is a new person. And yet you have this old person, see, but you've completed the cycle. And now you're about to explore your heart. I think this person's going to be very spiritual. You have a 7 in your north node. You have a 10 in your south node. When you go 7 and 10, you get a 17, which reduction is 8. Eternal loop. All right, let's go ahead and look at your experience. This is all about your 1st house. This is about your physical experiments. I guess we could go with that. Experience in life. What? Okay, so you definitely have healed, because you have your own cup of true love. And somebody is offering that back. What? Taurus. What? Hello, what? I can't make this spread up. Hey, claim it. Claim it now. Right in the description. That helps the channel too. Anything you do to the channel helps, and you guys are brilliant at it. Look how fast our channel is growing. We're a baby channel, but we're getting there. And look at this, you guys. Whoo, goosies are all over my arms. I don't know if you can see, my hair is standing up. You have this in your experience. You're going to know. Could be a Leo. Doesn't have to be. Again, it's a decision card. The Lovers is Gemini in the tarot. And that's a decision card as well. You have a big decision coming up. Big, big decision. Do I take this new beginning with this new person? Do I really love them? Or do I hang on to this past pain, you know, and bury my emotions? I don't think so. I know what you're going to decide. Because it's the justice is in, here I am to save the day. Justice in illumination. So it's quite obvious. If you're agreeing with this reading, if this resonates with you, you're going for the new. Here we go. Cleansing. What do we need to clean? Renewal and purity. It's all about our spiritual success. And we're qualifying this 7 of fire, which is all about victory. Because we have no rider, right? So this is the freedom here. Cleansing. You're cleansing out that in and out energy. I can't make it up. That's what's so great about this wheel. Like, I wouldn't have known how well this tied. Oh, okay, look. Looky, Lucy. Okay, looky, Lucy. Clarity. Knight of Wands. Clearly in and out energy, not serving your highest good. Because justice is illuminated, and King of Cups holding back emotion, right? Clarity. Let's take a little scroll up to your top, which is your North Node, right? All about victorious behavior, right? You're the winning person in the sense you came out learning and growing the most. That's what that means. In cleansing, it's all about the unseen realm. What are you cleansing? The King of Wands. That in and out energy. See the salamanders all over? Yeah. It's being cleansed. Let's see what you're renewing here. 8th house, transformation. Bam! Look, King of Wands is looking away. He's looking at his pony. He's like, I can't ride that pony no more. I want to saddle that pony up. I'm a pony boy. I want my pony. King of Swords says, it's not a pony. It is a unicorn. They're not made to ride. They're made to respect. They're made to be treasured. Because Taurus is my unicorn. And Taurus is precious. So you can quit looking at my pony. All right, my lovelies. That's what the King of Swords is saying. That's you, right? King of Swords actually is Taurus, Aquarius, Gemini, Capricorn. So it very well is your energy. Purity. Now remember, this is all our lessons and blessings up here, right? It's all about your 4th house. There's some regret. There's a little bit of regret. But look here, what do you got? What do you got there, Taurus, behind you? 2 cups. Don't be looking at these that are spilt. You can't clean that up. But there are 2 cups, and I promise you there are. Why? Right here. I told you. 2 of Cups. All right, my lovelies, let's grab a couple blessing cards. I want to just clarify a little bit up in here. Forgive me, I don't know this deck very well either. So, I mean, I know it, but I don't know the name of it very well. But it is what I call my Oracle Blessing deck. It's my as above, as below the trees. Clarifying our King of Wands, which is all of these are clarifying this beautiful unicorn. Here we go. Can't make it up. Blessings. Rainbow blessings. I love when I see a rainbow. Sometime I'll explain why. And it's not just about the arc, the biblical reference. It actually just brings in a knowledge that one of my spirit guides is present with me when I do readings, and they are sharing that in cleansing out this inconsistent energy, you remove the block and you get your blessings. Let's go ahead and get another clarification. King of Swords in renewal. Renewal, speak the truth, claim your innocence. I mean, just like a child, it's like your karmic debt is over. Ah, Taurus, this is beautiful. Let's go ahead and in the spot of purity, right? What's being purified is this regret. Purified is sanctuary. Yeah. You're doing just what you're supposed to. You're in your home. You're taking sanctuary with the divine. Remember, he's drawing on the wall. Remember to transmute the energy in whatever brings your passion. Excuse me. To express yourself for creativity, you need to transmute the energy. This is chakra information. Explore some creativity to allow yourself to explore other feelings instead of just what is going on in your environment. And that is what you need to do, is you need to invest your attention into self-healing and this beautiful, beautiful new offering from the divine. All right, my beautiful Taurus, the rainbow blessings are coming in. My highest recommendation at this point is what the divine is offering here. Explore your own feelings. Go within, find your intuition, and put a stake in the ground where your north is. Where you're pointing north is, and then just head towards it. Just head towards it. And that's what I see you doing here. Beautiful, beautiful cards. I'm trying to find y'all a moon. I don't see anything hidden from you, Taurus. Well, just so you know, I love you to the moon and back. I do, and I always will. Much love, much light, and namaste.